questions. Live fast diarrhea. I think it's a good way to sort. All right. Okay. Josh Terry 22. Hey man, what do you think will win in a fight between the alligator from Alligator or the shark from Jaws? Good one. I do not remember how big. I know what Jaws like 25, 30 feet long, something like that. And Alligator's a big boy too, probably about the same length with his tail, maybe longer. But it depends what area they were in. I mean, let's just say that this alligator could go in saltwater or vice versa. They did this thing on like an Animal Planet where they had them fight a saltwater crocodile versus great white, and they said like if the alligator came up from below it or head on, the alligator might win, mess him up pretty bad. But if the shark came up from, he'd rip him in pieces if he got him from below. So depends. It's circumstantial right there. Painted Ship, horror movie you tried not to like but never get into. I really did not like Wrong Turn. I put it in. I said, okay, this might be fun. This might be fun, and then it started getting a little too serious, and it was too far fetched for the seriousness. I couldn't get into it. Where do you get your horror T-shirts from? Are they from Rotten Cotton? No, I just pick these up at random stores when I see them. These are old. I haven't bought clothes in forever. I told you I have no money, just for DVDs, which is pathetic. Oh, Rotten Cotton's a pretty cool site though. They have a lot of cool shit on there. Rick T80. Question for your vid. Will you ever buy the 3 DVD edition of Twilight? No. Probably not. Not my style. I haven't watched the movie, but I still need to buy Let the Right One In, which is a great vampire movie. I've seen that. Great. Still need to buy that one. So there's too much good stuff on my list to buying that stuff. Find that one. Alive Man. What is the worst horror film you've ever seen? Worst horror film I've ever seen? Some I've turned off. I can't even say worst horror film I've ever seen. I really hated Scream 3. It's probably not the worst I've ever seen. Have you ever watched any of your films more than twice? Oh, yeah. I've watched probably a selected 100 movies like 50 times a piece. Return of the Living Dead, Dawn of the Dead, Nightbreed, Cemetery Man. I watch a lot of them over and over again. The Burning. Is there a limit to how much you buy a DVD for? Yeah, I look at movies, and if I know what it's worth, like my company really, it's like MGM, it's like $20. You're like, not happening. That's not going to happen. I'm not paying $20 on an MGM DVD when you can sometimes get them for 3 to 5 to 10. Yeah, there's a limit sometimes depending on what or how bad I want it. Resident Vania. What's your all-time favorite horror movie? My all-time favorite horror movie is Dawn of the 1978 extended cut. What kind of horror films do you like best? Monsters, vampires, zombies. Zombies, then probably cannibals, then slashers. Killer O'Dan, Batman or Superman? Who's cooler? Batman. I love Batman. He's cool. Superman, overrated. I just don't like the idea of a guy who's flawless. My favorite superhero is the Thing. Strong guy, but he gets beat up a lot. He's not flawless. Who's cooler? 45. Who's cooler? Definitely Batman. Movie marathon. If you were going to write your very own movie, what would it be about? Probably write it about a serial killer, something like that. Serial killer slasher or something on the long lines of Henry, Maniac, Nightmare on a Damaged Brain, something like that. Or I make it like Brutal Massacre or something like that. Stallings 13. How did you get into horror movies? My grandpa used to bring down Universal horror movies and stuff like that, and when I was a wee lad, 4, and then I'd go rent them all the time too. If you were making a film like Freddy vs. Jason, what horror icons would you use in your movie? Pinhead and Michael Myers. What are some of your most valued DVDs in your collection? Valued as in worth the most, or valued in as I like the most? If I love my Cannibal Holocaust DVD, my Dawn of the Dead 4-disc. But some of my stuff that's worth a lot is the Sorority House Massacre 1 and 2, Slumber Party Massacre 1 and 2, Humanoids from the Deep, stuff like that. Nikki Flippers. Do you recommend the Leprechaun series, Mr. Parka? 1's alright. 2's okay. 3, maybe. 4 is a cheese crap fest. 5 if you really just want to make fun of it. And I didn't watch 6. Children of the Corn 1, 2, and 3 are all watchable. Bloodwind. If there was only one DVD you recommend to buy, what would it be? The Dawn of the Dead 4-disc. Is there any movie you would actually like to see a remake of? Something really shitty that should have been remade, or that was good that just didn't have enough money. Sorry about that. A remake of. Let me answer your last question. Is there any movie that actually scared you? Just like My Fair Monster, Pet Sematary scared the shit out of me. God damn you, Zelda. Man, I used to have nightmares of that bitch under my bed. She was green though. And she used to have like a little haunted amusement park thing or some shit. She used to take kids there and kidnap them, and I don't know. Didn't like her. Scared me. But is there any movie you'd actually like to see a remake of? Come on, man. Some of the movies, maybe Dead Next Door could. Same directors and stuff with just a lot more money. That might be better if it was remade. Thanks for asking the questions. This will probably be cut into 3 parts. I think I got them all. Have a nice day, guys. I'll answer some more maybe later.